Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Will. I'm a China sourcing agent. Recently, a client reached out to me. He's from Middle East. He sent me some approximate images for Rayon clothes like this and some print designs and asked me to do a full supply chain research. I guess he wants to either import Rayon fabric from China or he wants to find a manufacturer who can produce ready. So I decided to approach this from two sides. First, I look for clothing manufacturers who can work with Rayon fabric. Second, I'm looking for Rayon fabric itself. By this way, whatever he needs, I can cover it. And I happen to be on the Canton Fair Phase 3 with another client these days. So I decided to use the last afternoon to scout for the garment zone in the Canton Fair. Let me show you. Okay, here we are, 139 Canton Fair. Okay, now let's walk through the garment zone. It's down there. Let's walk through, see if we can find a factory that could handle my client's style. Okay, this one looks okay. These are the Rayon material. And they can do any design. Okay, the quality seems okay. Okay, let me take their name card and find more suppliers.
你片有吗？
能不能拍一张？
拍一张就行。
你拍一张，拍个照就行。我已经不多了。
Okay, this one looks bigger. Let's talk to them.
我这个客人他要找做人棉的工厂，人棉印花的。还有一个问题啊，现在的这都是，这也是人棉的哈，这比较厚一些哦。对，这比较厚一些。有没有12？有没有薄一点的？人丝的那种。 这种人造丝就比较好啊。你们哪里的工厂？广州的。啊。反正款式的话，一般起订量多少？300一个款。哦，300件也可以做到。300件也可以。你客户是哪个市场的？他是中东的。中东。你们都是看到客户的款式，你自己没有？这些都是我们的款式，我们也可以做客户就是发过来的款式都可以做。 好的。那印花呢？印花的话也是按照客户的要求印，还是你们有图片？它
可以印，也可以用市场上的面料来印，就市场上面有很多印花选择，可以找一些色牌啊，寄给你选。
So here's what I learned from clothing factories. They can do small quantity custom order, 300 per style, which is very friendly for test order. For fabric, we need to source it ourselves and provide it to the factory. I also asked, how many meters of fabric do I need to produce 300 pieces of clothing? Well, this is very depends on the style, but usually you need 300 to 500 meters. Well, that number is very important because my next step is to find a fabric supplier who can match that number exactly. So now I'm on the way to the fabric market, which is in another city called Keqiao. I'm going there by fast train. Now I'm in Keqiao, the biggest fabric market in China. I'm specifically looking for Rayon fabric supplier. Okay, these all. Let's take a look. These are Rayon material. 30 by 30, 68 by 38. That's the the type of the material. The wave of the material. Just different color, different print. So many designs. Their whole shop is the Rayon fabrics, weave and knit, all kinds of hand feel, different prints. Some are close to my client's pictures, but not exactly the same ones. I'd like to know how they do the printing on these Rayon fabrics, if we can custom make my client's print. Let me talk to the boss and see if we can visit their factory. Okay, we found another one. So many. Actually, all these patterns printed by digital print. So it can be any pattern. It can be any flower. Okay. There's no limit. You can even print your picture on it. Let's go to take a look at their factory. Okay, now we are in their factory. It's all done by this digital print machine. The white blank Rayon fabric goes in here and gets printed. After printing, they need to do some finishing process. Then we have the finished printed fabric. Now let's go to their office and check more print files. See if we can find the exact same pattern the client needs. They have huge pattern catalogs. Some designs are clearly for the Chinese domestic market, some for Europe, but honestly say not so many that match the Middle East taste my client wants. Okay, back in the fabric factory, they told me the minimal order quantity is around 300 meters each pattern. That fits perfectly with the clothing factory needs, 300 pieces. They can draw simply pattern if we give them physical sample, but they can now design themselves. So for my client's requirements, for some fabrics, he might have a physical sample, then we can give it to the factory to copy the pattern. But for some, if he can't get the sample, then I have to find a way to draw the design. Well, here's the good part, that I can draw and design patterns myself. I use Photoshop and Illustrator. So I'm not just a sourcing agent. I can also help clients to develop original prints. Let me show you. For all the images my client sent me, I found this one is the most complex. So I'll make a design for this one as an example. First, I'll search on Google to see if I can find a similar clear picture. But this one is the clearest picture I can find. It has details for the basic pattern. Now I'll use Photoshop to draw the outline sketch first. Then I'll add the color to it. After I draw all the basic patterns, I'll make the full image. Now we can see it's similar to this picture. Okay, now if I send this image to the fabric factory, they will be able to print it on the fabric. In fact, I can also study the reference of the flower shape and layout to rebuild a new similar pattern that can fit my client's market reference. I can also adjust the colorways easily. And if he needs a lot of designs, I also have a network of freelance pattern designers in China who can help me deliver fast. So now I've built the design capability directly into the supply chain. With this, the fabric factory can print exactly what we need, and the garment factory can turn that printed Rayon into finished clothes. At this stage, I've completed my research. We have custom print designs. We have printed Rayon fabric with 300 meter MOQ, and we have garment factory that can accept 300 pieces orders. So whether my clients want to import rent fabric alone or wants to get finished clothes made. I've built the entire chain. I will now compile all the information, the supply profiles, the records and the lead times, and the fabric quality notes and my design files into a clean professional report for him. This is exactly how I help my clients to make confident decisions without having to fly to China themselves. So do you think I did a good job, or did I miss anything? Leave your suggestion in the comment. I read every single one and I really appreciate it. If you like seeing what I actually do for my clients and want to learn more about sourcing in China, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. I'll bring you along on more real projects. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.